All right, guys, listen, it is Wednesday, which means it's time for us to talk about a little bit of Rewind, brought to you by our friends at AMC Theaters. This is the segment of the show where we talk about the films that are celebrating their 10th anniversaries this week and celebrating their 20th anniversaries. And there's a couple in here that I cannot believe for either of them. Celebrating their 10th anniversary, 10 years ago this week, Borat. Can you believe that was 10 years ago? Borat gets released. The animated film flushed away, and the film that should have never been the Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. Celebrating their 20th anniversary this week, Romeo and Juliet, Larger Than Life, and Dear God. Schnepp, you see this list of films. Which ones stand out to you?
Dear God, I have no idea what the hell that is. Larger Than Life. Where was I 20 years ago? I don't know. I don't remember. Romeo and Juliet sticks out to me. I thought that was a really cool adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. Yep. I like that. And Borat is the one, the 10-year-old one. That it's hard to believe it's 10 years old, but man, did I laugh. I almost peed my pants in that movie. It was so over the top, crazy, weird, took comedy to an extreme that I never thought I'd see in the theater or on screen anywhere. Hats off to Borat.
What do you think, Mark?
Borat's the one that stands out for me too. I mean, you were wondering if he could bring the same amount of comedy that he did in Ali G and to surpass it in such a way that we're watching it, we could not believe what was happening next. It was an incredible theater experience. And Romeo and Juliet is just something I never got into. I remember trying to watch that movie a bunch of times. I can't stand the Shakespearean lingo in modern times. Not for this guy.
It actually worked for me. That Shakespearean lingo in modern times, the way they like they would use the words like swords, but that was the brand of gun that they would use. So I thought it was very creative. But yeah, Borat for me, it was one of the very first films I think I gave it like a 10 to out of at the time. Now it doesn't hold up to repeat viewings as well, but the thing is, it's not just some lewd, over the top physical comedy. There's a brilliance to Borat. The way he took a mirror and held up the mirror to society in such a way that I was watching this movie laughing myself sick, but underneath the laughter, I'm also like thinking a lot about this. This is our world. This is not just our world. This is our community. This is our country. And I thought it was just absolutely brilliant. He was not able to recapture that same magic when he did, what's the designer character of his?
Bruno.
Bruno. He was not able to recapture it with Bruno.
Or the Dictator. There were a couple
I thought the Dictator was kind of funny. I enjoyed it for what it was, but he's never been able to recapture that moment again, which is too bad. But I just thought Borat was absolutely brilliant.